Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our weekly conjunction videos. And today, as you know, I'm gonna kind of like go back in time because I realized I skipped Moon conjunction with Venus. I went straight to Mercury. So today, this week, we're gonna go back and continue with our Moon conjunction with Venus. Then we can start with the Mercury conjunction. So today we're going to be doing Moon, Venus, and Mars. And what happens when these three planets are conjunct in your horoscope. Now, as always, if you do not know where this conjunction is taking place, how far apart they are, because if they're far apart in degrees in one single house, then they're still not going to have that strong of an effect. But if they're tightly conjunct, then that's when that effect is seen. And if you want to know all your other planetary placements, all your other details, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations, please check out the links here. Here's where you'll find all my books, reports, and consultations. So, Moon, Venus, and Mars. As you know, Moon represents our happiness, the way we think, our emotional self. It's our mother. It's the way, what makes us feel happy and nourished. That's what Moon is. And Moon is a significator of the fourth house of home, dwelling. And there's something unique with these three planets. Venus is also the significator of the fourth house because it represents vehicles, which are seen from the fourth house. Luxury, any luxury item, is seen through Venus. So if you have a nice couch, that's Venus. Venus is relationships, love, romance, spouse, marriage. Venus is also arts, culture, creativity. Then you have Mars. Mars is fire, passion. He's a fighter, soldier. Mars represents discipline. Mars represents conquering something. So what happens when these three planets are conjunct together in a single house? Well, you got to understand, first of all, since Moon represents your mother is a very passionate person. She has a lot of hobbies. She's a very creative person, always loves doing different things in her life. At the same time, your mother kind of gave you the creative inclination in your life as well. Then, since Moon represents your mind, how you think, what makes you feel happy? Well, what makes you feel happy is you following your passion. You having a passionate relationship. The more passionate your love relationship is, the more the mind kind of like feels energized. Because that's the structure that it's in with this conjunction. And these people are extremely creative, especially with their technical talents. Because Mars is technicality, Venus is creativity. Moon is obviously your mind. That becomes a part of who you are. Because what we think inside comes to outside. These are the people who are not afraid to approach somebody to talk to them, to create a relationship with them. This doesn't have to be always a love relationship, romantic relationship. No, this can be any relationship, business partnerships, acquaintances, networks. Because you go to a conference, you want to know who's working for who. So one day they may be of a help to you. So you are passionate about knowing people. You love having a huge network circle in your life. At the same time, you got to understand that each conjunction can have its highs and lows depending upon the sign that it's placed in. So at one point, you'll have a very charming personality with this conjunction. Somebody who's able to talk their way creatively and technically and to, kind of swindle you in. But then if this conjunction is happening in a very karmic sign, this person could be like a sexual maniac. Man or woman, doesn't matter. This person will be too aggressive towards approaching and creating relationships. And if the relationships are not created, then that frustration comes into play. Also, because of the fact Venus and Mars are these polar opposite things, so polar opposite entities, whenever they're in the bad dignity, one can actually be abused by their spouse, physically abused by their spouse, because Mars is all about physical action. Mars is becoming naturally it becomes the most dominant planet because it's the most aggressive planet versus Moon and Venus. Moon and Venus are very soft planets. They don't want to, they just love their happiness of the home, their luxurious life, good, happy relationship. But then Mars comes into play. It can either be like a loud personality, or it can be somebody who's very cunning and very much into how to get you, sexually involved or get you romantically involved and willing to do anything and everything to get that, network relationship from you, romantic relationship from you. But the foundation is that this is a person who needs to create relationships in their life, who will be very good in creating a relationship aggressively, who are also very good in technical creativity. And because what they think inside becomes outside, their outside circle is going to be surrounded by passionate people as well. They're going to be more attracted to people who are doing something, who are entrepreneurial and just creative. That's what they want to create the friendship with. It's a very fun, jolly conjunction of these three planets, but it can also be haywired on the next chart. Yours might be very good. The other person is just can't take relationships. That makes their blood boil if that's in a relationship. So these are the dynamics you want to understand with any and every conjunction. That the sign placement, the house placement, will have tremendous amount of impact on these three things. This is just a foundational video. Okay? So guys, this was my analysis of Moon, Mars, and Venus conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Moon is placed, where your Mars is placed, where Venus is placed, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, books, consultations. Otherwise, we'll see you in a couple of days or something. Bye-bye.